Why do I have to show this to you? There's no one from ASDA management that had a look around the area and maybe thought to themselves, hey, people are littering like crazy around here and it's stuff from our store. Maybe we should do something about it. Welcome to a mini episode of Keep It Clean. I want to show you what our local ASDA looks like on a Sunday afternoon. Let's do a quick tour. Look at this. Yeah? You understand what I'm talking about? Look. I have never seen a supermarket that was, that had dirtier surroundings anywhere else in Europe. I don't know, there must be a campaign to educate people not to do this. How did we get here? The biggest problem is that this is not just on ASDA or on the council for not cleaning up the area. Obviously they do, maybe not as often as one would hope for, but they do. This doesn't look like this all the time. Today's Sunday, so maybe nobody was on duty to clean this stuff. But the problem is not just ASDA and the council. The problem has to do with the people, because having this sort of mess denotes a severe lack of social involvement from the residents, and that's not a problem that can be easily solved. The people who had a coffee here and had chips and snacks and all that stuff, everything that you can see over here, they feared no repercussion for their actions. They didn't fear any fine. They knew that nobody would be looking for them. We cannot tolerate this anymore. From somewhere there needs to be some sort of action taken against these things happening. It's not enough to react to things happening. You have to prevent them. I don't particularly agree with the council's official response of, we're doing everything we can and we're handing out fines and all that stuff. How many of them are paid? How many of those fines actually make it into the budget? My guess is not that many. But even if all fines were paid, that's just not the right approach. It's not the right philosophy. You need to prevent these things from happening. You can't just react to them happening. It's not the way. Because you'll never eliminate the root of the problem. You're just going to address its consequences. You need preemptive action. It looks much better, doesn't it? And what bothers me is that it could look like this all the time if the necessary measures were taken. How hard is it to install a surveillance camera over here and catch the people who do this? This is a message specifically for ASDA. Install a damn bin over here. Install bins over there and behind. You want to see what else is there? Let me show you. It's right on your doorstep. I know it might be under the council's responsibility to clean up this specific patch, but it's your supermarket over there, and all this stuff, Aladdin's cave as I call it, you see, it's filled with rubbish. This whole bush is just filled with rubbish. That's all from ASDA, all of it. Look at what this looks like, come on. And this is happening, somebody knows, right? Because somebody cleans this mess every day and every week or however often. But this is no secret. And what is being done? Nothing, absolutely nothing. You know what hurts? I cleaned this spot. I made it spotless 3 weeks ago. There was nothing, no rubbish here. And now look at it. Shame on the people who keep doing this day after day after day. Look at this mess. Look, 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 look. And the state of this. I have no words. I cleaned this 3 weeks ago. This is a never-ending battle. I'm not even sure I want to carry on with this. Jesus Christ. 3 weeks. That's all. That's all it took, 3 weeks. Nah, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna report this to the council. There's only so much I can take. I can't do this by myself. ASDA needs to get its together. Check it out, yeah. So this is the path that we cleaned just a tiny bit earlier. And this is the famous Brent hedge with just rubbish all over. It's rubbish inside, it's rubbish at the base. Rubbish, look, rubbish, 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 rubbish galore. Who is looking after this? I need an answer. Who's looking after this? Is it ASDA? Is it the council? Is it McDonald's? Who the hell is looking after this? I've reported this. Why hasn't anything been done about it? Who do I have to report it to? God? Today we're gonna check how well has the Council of Brent responded to my reports of fly tipping and littering in the area. Oh, what do you know? They haven't. There is absolutely no reason for which this rubbish should still be here 6 days after I flagged it to the Brent Council and 5 days after they closed my report, on the grounds that, well, I don't know, because there's no communication. You just report something and then they either close it or not close it, but that's all you get. Clearly they close it without doing anything about it. I don't know whose fault it is. Veolia, I don't know, is this administered by ASDA? Is it ASDA's responsibility? I don't care really. I live here and the council continuously lets me down. If it's ASDA's responsibility and the council is aware of it, they should let ASDA know. Clean your stuff. Why do I have to do this every other week? There's only so much anyone can take. And I have to pass by this area every single goddamn day. And I have to look at this crap. Who would want to live here? You guys want to see something interesting? You want to see the level of commitment that ASDA has to the local community? Well, here it is. It's zero dead shrubs. Like, it's been like this since a couple of years ago. I just pulled them out because I couldn't stand looking at them anymore. Look at this. This fir tree, which has been here for a month. I don't know whose responsibility is to clean all this stuff. I mean, I've done my part. I've cleaned this. But these shrubs, they haven't been looked at since they were planted. Look at this. This is a never-ending battle. If the council has any power to do something about it, to enforce some rules onto whoever is responsible looking after this place, they should do it. But there is zero interest, zero, from all parties involved. That's why this looks like this, you know. That's why you find beer cans in a friggin' bush. Beer deluxe. Now, you want to see more? Let me show you more. Look, see, is this normal? Do you find this normal? Finding this in a bush, in a bush? How is this even possible? Goddamn glens. Look at how infested it is. Literally, this bush grew around the rubbish. Years of leftovers. It's not from yesterday, that's for sure. 2017. How about this beer? 2016. This is from 2016. It's a Zuber. How about this Boost energy drink? How old is this? November 2018. Pepsi. January 2016. This was never on anyone's map, this shrub over here. They were just happy to clean it on the outside, but on the inside, it's an absolute mess. Just so that it's perfectly clear, I reported this to the council as well. 6 days later, which is today, This stuff is still here. Nothing has been done. No action has been taken. No one can do anything about it. And us citizens are just condemned to live with this pile of next to our door. This is the road that I take when I go to ASDA. I pass by this place every single goddamn day. Just so that we are clear where that litter comes from. These are all of them, 16 ASDA receipts, and the oldest one is from 2 weeks ago. So that's it. I'm gonna flag a report to the council, and hopefully this time they're gonna come and pick it up, or whoever is responsible. Just, you know, dear council, just let anyone who's responsible know. Veolia, ASDA, I don't care. Get it sorted. We are in the ASDA car park. As you can see, it's reasonably clean. No trace of any rubbish around here. Let's go downstairs. Let's go right there. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, it's a different story, isn't it? It's a different story. Who's looking after this? Is it the council? Is it ASDA? Should ASDA look into this? Should the council look into this? How is this not visible? How often is this cleaned? Once a year? Twice a year? It's a mess. Look. What do you want? It's as bad as it can get. It's a dead tree. Does this look okay? Is everything fine? Message to us, the management. Do you guys not see what's around your superstore? The way I see it, you have a social responsibility of keeping the area around your superstore clean, because it's a massive source of pollution, and especially plastic pollution. And you can't just reap the rewards of the local community and not give anything back. You've got to look after your surroundings, because you know people are not gonna throw all the rubbish where it should go. So the least you could do would be to provide adequate facilities for people who leave your superstore to throw their rubbish as soon as they leave your superstore. But you know, obviously having a couple of rubbish bins in your car park isn't gonna cut it. They're always full anyway. So you should install more around your supermarket. We can't have this. Look, there's a stash of rubbish over here. How is this not seen? It's right on your doorstep. Are we okay with this stuff? Look. Brent Council, do you see any rubbish bins around? I don't. And it's right next to the supermarket. It's gonna be thousands of people leaving the supermarket and throwing rubbish everywhere. And that's exactly what happens. Look at this bottle. Probably has been laying here for 20 years, or I don't know. How are we supposed to keep our area clean when there's no facilities for people to throw their rubbish, when ASDA doesn't care about what happens outside its parking lot? Its own parking lot is not clean most of the time. You know, they clean it at the end of the day, but you go there at a random time in the afternoon and it's probably dirty as hell. Look, it's all ASDA receipts. And what evidence do you want? Is this not enough? Why do I have to show this to you? There's no one from ASDA management that had a look around the area and maybe thought to themselves, hey, people are littering like crazy around here and it's stuff from our store. Maybe we should do something about it. Maybe we should give something back to the community. But nope, just have a few rubbish bins in the parking lot that overflow all the time, especially close to the exit, and that's it. We can't just care after our own turf and not do anything about the surroundings. Of course, I don't want to excuse the people who live here for not using the rubbish bins. They should, but given the circumstances, more should be done. It's not enough having one over there and one over there. People just throw rubbish over the fence. You know, they get in their car and then they throw everything on this patch of grass over here, and that's it. Then they go home and bye-bye. Install CCTV cameras. catch the people. I mean, get their license plate. If you see people throwing rubbish over the fence, get their license plate and find them. All these carts being left like this. There's one across the road. You can't see it from here, but I can. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.